Students of CBSE class 12, on the eve of the impending Pol Science examination, today I am going to give you sure and certain the most important questions from the chapter Alternative Center of Power, chapter number 4. All the questions carry 4 marks, means you should not exceed 100 words as per board's instruction, and you must watch all my previous videos for quick revision of the most important questions for tomorrow. Let's start. Question number 1. State some important features of European Union that make them a very influential organization. That is 4 marks. So we have to write within 100 words and 4 unique key points. How to write down the answer? The features, the following are some important features. Number 1, the EU, the European Union, is the world's biggest economy with a GDP of more than $12 trillion in 2005, slightly larger than that of the United States. Number 2, its currency, the euro, can pose a threat to the dominance of the US dollar. Third point, its share of world trade is 3 times larger than that of the United States. And the last and the fourth point, the EU's combined armed forces are the second largest in the world. Its total spending on defense is second after the US. So these are the 4 important points for 4 marks. Now let us see the question number 2. What are the main objectives of ASEAN? ASEAN means Association of Southeast Asian Nations. 4 marks. How to write down the answer? 4 points, unique points, and within the specification of the words, that is 100 words. Let's see how to write. The main objectives of ASEAN are as follows. Number 1, to promote regional peace and stability based on the rule of law and the principles of the United States Charter. And number 2, ASEAN has focused on creating a free trade area, FTA, for investment, labor, and services. Third point, the ASEAN Security Community objective is that the outstanding territorial disputes should not escalate into armed confrontation. And the last point, number 4, to accelerate economic growth and through that socialist progress and the cultural development all at the same time. Now these 4 points over. Now last and the final question for today. Analyze the causes, the rise of the Chinese economy. Now 4 marks. So this one, question number 4 and question number 3. Now let us start question number 3 first. Question number 3, describe some significant changes in the Indo-China relations that have taken place since the end of the Cold War. 4 marks. So it is very important, Indo-China relations, day by day our relation is changing. So how to write down the answer? 4 marks and the 4 important points. Now following are the changes seen in the Indo-China relations. Number 1, both China and India believe themselves as rising powers in global politics, and both would like to play a major role in the Asian economy and politics. Number 2, both sides have signed agreement on cultural exchange and cooperation in science and technology and opened 4 border posts for trade. Number 3, India and China have adopted similar policies in international economic institutions like the World Trade Organization. Number 4, bilateral trade between India and China has increased from $338 million in 1992 to more than $18 billion in 2006. So it was in 1992 $338 million. And it increased in 2006 $18 billion, million to billion. Now next is question number 4. Analyze the causes, the rise of the Chinese economy. 4 marks and 4 points. How to write? Now, so the answer is the Chinese took some major policy decision which was the reason for the rise in the Chinese economy. The number 1, the first major decision was to end its political and economic isolation with the establishment of relation with the United States in 1972. And point number 2, privatization of the agriculture led to a remarkable rise in the agricultural production and rural incomes. Point number 3, high personal savings in the rural economy led to an exponential growth in rural industry. Number 4, trade barriers were eliminated only in special economic zone where foreign investors could set up enterprises. These are the 4 points. So these 4 points are the key points, and you should follow this answer how to write. The video you pause and you write down the answer. Students, if you take this strategy that you will write within that specification of the word, certainly you will get the good marks and at the same time the key points. So thank you very much to watch the video till the end, and you please subscribe, share and like my channel for future help. Wish you all the best.